Well, that didn't last very long, did it? Souvenir! This time on Jake and Friends, Jake loses his tip. Just the tip. Just the tip, baby.
Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Pretty good, yourself?
Oh, I told you, like, once I got in the car and headed out here, I'd be a lot more excited about it.
I honestly was really like maybe 30% excited until I saw Andy and Hoff.
Dude, the moment I met those guys on the highway, I was like, it's on, we're racing.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be boring. This is so Hey, race people!
Yeah, hey, our race car friends are here.
It's like a piece of alloy or something in my shoe. Is that still recording?
Yep.
In this episode of Jake and Friends, we do road trip.
We're close together, Jake and Friends.
All right, you're on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
really uncomfortable.
Close together.
So on this episode of Jake and Friends, we're out here at Willowbank Raceway for an event called Road Trip. The idea of Road Trip is it's a drag and drive event across 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, each day there's a drive portion and a race portion of the event. And yeah, it's just, I really thought I had more in that.
Except for Sunday.
Except for Sunday, which is just a race
Sunday's
day.
just a race day because everyone's kind of over it by Sunday.
We brought out 3 cars with us. Obviously the Falcon that we had from last road trip, if anyone actually watched those videos. We had the Lexus, which seems to be the most popular car. Like every time I post a video and mention that thing, it gets like a ton of views.
Which we might as well add. This looks like it's probably gonna be the last hurrah for the Lexus. After this, done. That's reached the end of its racing life.
Due to a handful of supply chain issues, I ended up without a Crusader. This was supposed to be the Crusader versus Lexus last hurrah. So what I brought instead,
the next best thing. Literally the next best thing.
yep, it's got 2 less cylinders and 3 more gears.
He's
So
finally come onto my side where 4 cylinders is enough.
it's just an all nitrous machine. We brought a ton of nitrous with us. Most of it's been wasted already by just driving through the pits, purging it at everyone just to assert dominance. First up this morning, we've got this thing called the bus run. I don't think they call it a bus run every year, do they?
I think they only called it a bus run because it was a bus.
Yeah, it was.
So this is going to be called the Getz run, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to get out there on track. I'm going to be the first person to set a time. There's going to be no time slip or anything like that. It's going to be kept a big secret. And the idea is, I think today and tomorrow, you've got to try and get as close as you can to the time that I ran in that car. I've been asked specifically by Mick not to put the nitrous in it, not to drive my with, not to have a passenger in it. So he's ruined all the fun.
I literally ruined all the fun because
We had so many plans.
we had quite a few plans. Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just
Yeah. I would argue that 2 people in a Getz doing a 13-second 8th mile pass can be less safe. Can be more
13-second
safe
slalom pass.
than doing it in this. Because I mean, we've all seen the fuel setup.
My goal for the weekend is to race the fastest Hyundai Getz on Earth. So we have a lot of nitrous and a lot of nitrous.
We're going to need
jets.
a lot of nitrous.
Oh, we have another end friend with us as well. We got Fazzy here.
We've got
On this
all the
episode of Jake and Friends, Fazzy stays sober.
No, he doesn't. He's a This episode of Jake Friends, Fazzy lies. Fazzy brought his Crusader, so when you see that thing and think that it might be mine, it's not.
And
It's
when
gonna.
the diff falls out, you'll know it's mine.
Yeah, I was pretty over it. I was a bit sad about not bringing the right car out here, but I figured if I drag myself out to the track, then at least I'll feel a lot better. We met up with Andy and Hoff on the highway on the way out here, and as soon as we seen them, we had a bit of a convoy going. It like really lightened my mood up a lot. I guess we'll get back to this when I'm actually doing the bus run if I haven't already, depending on how I edited this. See you around.
Hang on. Wait.
Let's do it. I feel like such a kid. Woo!
No, we're kind of a drag strip, mate.
Oh, you bastard!
Make sure you're tight. Be right. Yeah. Leave it. Power! Where's the limiter? It's struggling to pull the rear tire.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is.
Was that in second?
I have
Did
no
you get
idea. Maybe.
That was majestic.
Yep. That was everything I hoped it to
That
be.
was something.
Oh, that clutch is not going to last the weekend. That slipped like absolute crazy off the line there. That's like the first hit straight away. As soon as I dropped that, it sounded like a CVT. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I got no idea how fast that went. Funny enough though, you only pretty much had first and second gear for that entire pass. The thing accelerates so slowly you can't really go any further out of it. So we might have to save the spray for maybe second gear or something like that.
People riding around the back of vehicles.
That clutch ain't gonna last the weekend.
Welcome back to Jake and Friends.
We've done the bus pass, the Getz pass. It went a lot better than anyone predicted, especially us. The time window that they've given us is between 10.5 and 12.5?
10.5, 12.5, yeah.
Remember, that's 8 miles.
We don't know what it is. They kept the time sub-secret to all of us, including us.
Now, I'm probably not going to run it again NA, so like, we're never really going to work out exactly what it is. So that no one can just follow me up there and be like, oh, if he ran at an 11.9 on this pass here, then that's the time to beat. No, like, that thing's getting spray until it runs out of spray or engine.
And we have a lot of spray.
We brought a spare bottle. We purged the out of that one so far. We might even have to change the bottle on the first day.
God, I hope not. I might need some. We've done some research and we found that the Getz clutches.
It's not a fan. It took off like a CVT.
So what are we doing to fix it?
We're going to put a lot more pressure in the rear tyres to try and ease off some of the load, maybe lower the front tyre pressure a little bit. So what do we got? We got Dahlia on first, which I believe is what they're doing, and then are we all in the same group? Are we all in the same group?
Hi guys.
Are we all
Yeah, we are now. Alright, I asked Nick if I can change.
So we're racing first, and then from there we're going to... got an erection. We're up first racing, and then we're going to do our drive segment, and then the other guys that are doing their drive now are going to come back and we're going to switch places, and then it'll be just a free-for-all, I believe, for the rest of the afternoon. It's how it works. We're going to chuck some air in the tyres, probably head back out there and see what it does.
Do you want to use this?
What's the hopes for the Falcon, Aaron?
Well, I've just been told a 9.0
9.0 is
to the 8.
14.0.
So I've got to do better than a 9.0. Got to get into the 8s to get it into the 13s.
It sounds so weird when you say it out loud like that.
I just remember, this is an 8th mile event, so everything that we do is going to sound and look, just sound, not look more impressive than it actually is.
That's a good point, actually.
So what are we hoping for with the Lexus, Nick? A 5.7? What do you run?
On the 882 pass, it went a 568. So it's been 568, it's been 570s quite a few times. So if I go a 560 this weekend, I'm pretty happy. Low 70s, 60s, something like that. The weather's pretty good, it's not bad.
My plan for the whole weekend, last road trip we had Nick with that all nitrous Civic, the little red rocket, and that went 1032, or was it 1029 or something?
No, it went a 10. It went a 10.1 on gas. Because remember, it went like a 10.30 at like 70 mile an hour, and then it went like a 10.1 at like at 85 or something.
Yeah, that's right. So my goal this weekend is to try and beat that Civic with the world's fastest.
If you can crack a 9 in the Getz, you've blitzed it. Single digits. You're going for single digits.
So here we are. We're gonna attempt the world's fastest Hyundai Getz.
So Jake's over here changing the goalposts again.
My new goal for the weekend, I'm in class AT, which is the top of the top. I actually, judging by the other cars in the class and stuff like that, I reckon I would have been mid to top of the field had I have actually brought the Crusader based on its times and stuff like that. But obviously I didn't change my class at all, so now I'm stuck with the Getz at the fastest class in this actual event. So my goal right now is to not finish last in that class for the weekend.
Which is gonna really piss off the guy who does finish last. It's like,
because we're definitely going to tell him.
we're gonna make a point.
When we got the car, the first thing we did before we drove it around the block was reset the trip meter to see how many Ks we get before it dies.
What are we at the moment? 400?
Most of that.
59.
459.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably what? How many Ks is it up here? 100? We did 350 before the nitrous hit it.
Most of those Ks were racked up going to get your.
That's right. Nick bought and he doesn't want to tell anyone. Tell us about your Nick. That's right. Just in case anyone was wondering what Nick bought, that's what it was. Here we go, guys. Air conditioning off, nitrous on, first pass. Yo, yeah. 11.3 at 64. Nick had a little bit of a mishap where he lost his alternator belt.
Well, first need to like hold it while you hit the key or something.
Let me move out of the way and I'll come over.
Yeah.
Well, we're off to a ripper start. I went like 11.6 or something, eh?
too. I didn't tighten that up.
Oh, you
I was like, and so of course, because all the safeties I set on the electric water pump turn it off when it goes under 12.5 volts, didn't turn on for the last half.
want me to hit the key?
Yeah, just hit it and I'll scream if it's bad. Yeah, go. Oh, hang on. I had it better the first time round. Yeah, click it. Yep.
All good?
Yep, hit it. It's like starting up. It's giving the throttle.
It's having a bad time.
It really is. It's not bad though. 13.8 volts again. Yay! I saw the temperature go like woo, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I seen this on the ground and I was like, oh no, what's he
I went
done?
out of the car and I'm like, oh shit. And I saw it go that way. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. Let's go get our slips, hey? I went 583. It's almost like it's set up to run 580s at Kenda. Let's go get a time slip.
AT15.
Thank you.
Thank you. 11.3 at 64 mile an hour. 452 reaction time. That's f***ing garbage. 298 60 foot. I think that was because I f***ed up so badly off the line. What a f***ing peeler. I'm pretty sure that's slower than the first pass that I did. So everyone's going to see that 11.3 and go, oh, you must have run a 12 or a high 11 or something, which is going to make everything a lot more interesting for them.
Don't stand behind this one, it throws things at you.
Now it's time for the barrel wagon to go have a turn. This car here has never actually successfully made an 8-mile pass. What do we think this is going to run? Lots. Yeah.
You take all this shit out, it's going to run at 8.
Yeah,
of course.
There is an awful lot of shit in here. Good luck, champion.
Owie. Already it's running a lot better than it did last time we were in this situation. Let's go brake light out, we should fix that.
It's the furthest this car's ever made under its own power.
It's in a burnout. It's on the tyres.
That gearbox is not a fan.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 1/10 slower than you in the 60 foot.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me. Well, it was lazy as shit. I didn't stand on it long enough. I didn't wait for it to start creeping before I let go of it.
No, it was creeping.
It was creeping.
Okay.
I could hear the brakes. I could hear the brake.
Oh, I wasn't happy, but next time I should pull the handbrake up too and do that. But on every shift, it's like, I'm like,
you can hear that.
Sorry, but I also don't care.
We're going to grab our time slips. We're going to go up to the thingy over there, find out where we're going to go drive to, and then go do the drive segment of the road trip thing now. Y'all boys ready?
Y'all ready for this? No,
I have my diff to blow up on the drive.
This girl's strong.
Come on down to Nick's used car lot. We got Lexus. Would you just look at it? Now we're on the drive part of the event. We've been given instructions to go to, I think there's a pub or something in Plainland where we're heading to. Boys are in convoy behind me somewhere. We kind of just took off as we came out of the thing. Hey, look who it is, it's Dave. Dave looking like a mobile speed camera. Thanks, mates. Maybe do the speed limit. We'll touch back in when we get to the pub. Then we're going to go there for lunch, grab something to eat, and then we're going to head back to the track for an afternoon of stuff and about. I think there's a couple of people that wanted to have a run in the Getz. This place is packed. So we're going to go in here. There's going to be someone's going to give us like a, tick our names off a list to say that we've made it to this section of off-road trip. Yeah, this place is way more busy than it should be for 1:30 on a Friday afternoon. That's just shocking. Hi.
Hi there, AC40?
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you. Let's go see how fast he went with the broken disc.
It's not any worse, not any better. It didn't fix itself. Oh, I did a few pretty big pulls. Things that make you go, Sorry,
And just like that, we have another shot.
No, dip it in gravy, be a man.
Oh, he's lost the tool. We're no longer a farming. Oh, yeah.
What's going on now, fellas? I want a nap. We've been out, we've had our lunch, and now we're driving back to the track to continue racing for the afternoon, or to not race. I don't know. We're all very nappy after the schnitty and whatnot.
The actual challenge of drag challenge is they expect you to go to a pub, not get food, drive back and keep racing.
I'm so full of food.
So what are we going to?
Roughly 100 shot. Maybe about 80 to 100. I think we're still on the richer side of everything on this, aren't we?
Sure.
Should we give it a test down the river?
I mean, I'm coming for a ride if you are.
We'll give it a little test hit and we'll take it out on track and see what it does.
Now, easy on the throttle.
This nitrous kit is solely on a wide open throttle switch. Just kind of on or off. It doesn't care what RPM it's at. Yep.
That's quite peppy, That's quite a bit of zip. She loves it.
It loved that more than the fucking 40 shot that was.
Oh, Rai loves the fucking nitrous. Yeah. Oh, it liked that less.
It doesn't like it.
No.
I think we can get out on track and test that too.
Side by side with the Falcon.
We got me versus Aaron.
Oh wait, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. That's on front screen. Your nitrous kit versus the sometimes turbo Falcon. Don't point that at Aaron.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Hi Aaron, do you have any specific words to say to Jacob before your race off?
Please let me win. It's really sad if he gets beats the Falcon.
What did this run before?
9.
It was a 9 something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 2 seconds up on him so far. But now you got performance shifter mode. Go for the old performance shift. Oh, that's a move that's a move you've never seen a taxi driver do before.
Rarely used palm.
Really, that's for the 4th time that's ever been clicked in this car. Here's Jake and this is N Friends. I stand in the middle. I would say we'll record from the middle for the burnouts, but there's only one burnout. Oh God, I did not like that. Wow, it does not like that. Not a fan. Okay, here we go. Purge action. Aaron's already in. He's all over it. Oh, Jake with the tree. Oh, the exhaust. Oh, that Falcon is not loving life. 11.6 at 59. It's a Getz. I don't think it'll be that hot. Nah, it's cold as.
This car's going slower. I don't know what just happened then, but it felt like the nitrous turned off. I think I had him to the 60 foot. Let's have a look, see, shall we? I treated him, but he had me pretty much from the moment they come up on boost. It's 11.69 at 59 mile an hour. I think there was an issue with the nitrous. I have a feeling that like the fogger came out or something came loose, because it's like it was all good in first gear, and then in second, it just felt like it had nothing more in it. It left pretty confidently. I have a feeling the nitrous fogger fell out. Because I had all this power in first gear, I smashed seconds, just whoa. It's like, where did my gas go? It's still there. I wonder where it went.
Might have just run out.
Nah, it won't have run out.
I think you got too violent on that 1-2 shift.
One of your plugs is off, dummy.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, you did fall
Yeah,
off there.
you lost power. Still won, don't care. I'm taking it.
I threw the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, hold this for a second.
Dude, I dead set thought I had that for like so much that past too.
I'm on it, I'm watching you just slowly eke out on me. I'm like, oh come on Barra, do Barra things. And it's gone. Whoa. I'm just like, bye. I had time to think about it too, and I've like crossed the line, gotten off it, rested my foot on the brake, look in the rear vision mirror, I'm like, oh wow, I got him by a lot. So all we've proved by doing that is my car is faster than my car.
I'm still not in the 10s. I might go line back up. That was a shit run.
What, because of the
The nitrous fell off.
Well, do you want to wrap a cable tie over the top of it to safety it?
No, I don't think that's going to help it. I don't think anything's going to help this car out. I reckon it was the lateral
as
movement
the
shook it out. So if we move this wiring to
Well,
there.
if you give it a little bit more slack. That's what I'm saying, maybe.
Yeah, I reckon that'll fix it.
She's good there. Oh, I got to mark my pass down. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Every pass is a journey.
We're noting down every single successful pass that old Stephen Badbury over here does, because it's got a history of not doing very many successful passes. Where are we even doing?
Out the door.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm gonna go get this car back out there. I'm gonna run a 10 in it.
Hopefully TJ's tip doesn't fall off, but his diff will. Yeah, get him really hot. Go, Fuzzy! I think you found a gear. No, 796 of 84. I don't know if you found a gear or not. Oh, wow, I'm not recording that at all. So welcome back to the pits. I think I'm going to do one run, then we're done for the day, which means we can open beers. I mean, it's the exciting thing that happened to that Getz. Unless they blew an air filter off it. It's possible. Hey, Jacob. Mr. Jacob and friends, you left something on the start line. You can have that back.
No, I want it.
When it axle tramped, the exhaust just went. They didn't find it as funny as I did. They were like, oh, and I'm like.
I had him all through first gear, and then as soon as I hit second, I like smashed second. The nitrous just
Yeah, because that fell off.
I couldn't do a burnout. I tried really hard.
Yeah, I know you did. It didn't like it.
No, I know.
I just drove around you and I looked over. I'm like, oh, he's going to try it. And I just see this wheel go. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because this wheel went like, and then stopped. And then that one did the same thing. It was like, uh-oh.
I know. I'm going back up there again. I'm going to run a 10.
I saw.
You think you're going to break it next pass, Faz? Break the diff?
If it stays inside, I'll be happy. If it goes out on the track, I'll get yelled at. Yeah, but I reckon it looks like a pie chart now. The third's missing, and it's just like clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm just not going to turn it down from what, because that was all right. Then I spun a little bit. Primo, see if I can not miss third, and I might get a pass in.
Told you to go at 10. Do a 5/10 off what the Civic ran at the road trip last year. The nitrous actually worked. Probably a little bit too well. I had to pedal it in first gear there. There's no real way of shutting it off. It kind of is what it is. I reckon it'll go a bit more. It'll definitely go a bit more. I reckon we'll get a little bit more out of that. I'm certain of it.
Hi there. There you go.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Oh, it went exactly like I thought it would from my last two passes. Based on what I thought the 60 foot, or based on what the 60 foot was when I raced Aaron a minute ago. Yeah, 1086 at 67 mile an hour. So we're barely even breaking the law if we were to accelerate that hard onto the highway. 285 60 foot, that doesn't really surprise me that much. Oh, that's golden, that's golden. It honestly feels like it needs like maybe a second kit of nitrous or something. Like it just needs a little bit more top end. You can kind of feel it falling over at the top there. Might even pull a plug out and see what it looks like. Maybe if we get proper keen, we'll go for a little bit of weight reduction or something stupid. Oh, that was worth it.
Oh, it was basically the same.
What'd you have? What'd you do? Spinny boo?
670, yeah. I turned it up down there at the end, that's why I went 670, 120 still.
Yeah.
He's just like, 670, and here's me going, yeah, I got a 7.4.
7.4? I got a 9. Hey! Gives a purge. I thought it was How you feel about it?
That was good. Like, it needs a bit more up top. Like, you can feel it like start to tip over as it gets higher and higher and higher. I want to pull a spark plug out and see if we've still got electrode straps.
Do we pull all 4 out, or do we take an average off one?
We'll take it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
If anything, cylinder 3 will be the one that's hurt.
She's rich.
I think that's rich.
Hey?
I don't think that's rich. I think that's got a little bit too much timing in it.
Should be up here, mate.
Yeah, I know.
That's alright.
Yeah, she's fine.
I haven't got any bits missing from it.
No, I'm actually really impressed with
They're
her.
really wide. You didn't gap there at all, have you?
This is the first time I've taken him out.
Do you want to see if they're the same as Nick's plugs? We can gap some plugs down.
Nick's will be colder because he runs like Ace and these are like 5s.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, you got any plugs?
He's an RZ driver. Of course he has plugs.
That's how you gap it. Just drop it in.
Totally gap. As long as you drop them all from the same pack, they'll be the same.
What I really enjoyed was the fact that you read the plugs to see if the engine was happy, and then you went, that's and then just put colder plugs in, so they read better. And don't worry about the pistons.
Well, I can't change the pistons.
Boom. Give it a rev.
Purge it through the motor. Oh, you can't.
Do we want purge through motor?
Turn the, yeah, purge it through the motor. No, don't press the button. No, you turn it on, you don't press it.
Turn the motor on and plug it in. Yeah.
No, you went for the plug and he was going for the switch.
Teamwork. We make it
Teamwork.
That auto. Definitely purge through the motor.
No, that sounds that's the normal Getz.
Revs pretty quick,
Yeah,
doesn't
that's the same response as the normal Getz.
It's definitely not.
I'm really scared standing here with the bonnet open while he's just purging it.
That's why you always stand diagonal to the
Yeah,
engine.
I'm at the rotation of a rod.
Hang on, we'll pull the plug out and see what it looks like. Here you go.
What are you going to see?
We just gave it a hit.
We're going to see knock.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to tell you don't need to look at the plug. I'm going to tell you you're going to see knock.
How's it look? Oh, mint!
There's a lot of timing in that, Nick.
Is that good?
That's actually right where you want it.
Do you want to know why it's right where we want
It's
it?
right where it is.
It's right where we can put it.
Can we just bear in mind here, right? This is the first time Jake's ever put spark plugs in an engine and then run it and then check the plugs. He's got an 8-second Crusader that makes over 1,000 horsepower. He's like, I haven't checked the plugs in years. There's no straps on them.
I honestly think I went through. I think Hoff tuned that car. I made 1100. I did this event, took it home, pulled the EFI system out, put a totally new ECU in it, had a different tuner tune it 3 or 4 times, and brought it here. When I finally pulled the plug out, it had no grouse strap.
How many years of 1,000 horsepower cars and never touched the plugs?
He's just like, I need to upgrade my coil packs for some reason.
I think that's what I just learned here. Yeah, a bigger core pack.
Yeah.
We don't even need
You
spark
just
plugs.
go straight from the valve to the
Whereas he runs his all nitrous Getz and then starts it up, gives it a purge through the motor and goes, we better check the plugs, guys.
I'm gonna keep these just in case they don't actually work
would
and they're
too,
just pretty. We're like, oh look how sick this car is, and get it out there and just go. Well,
And it goes,
What is it with us putting really nice race car parts on pieces of shit?
They
Yeah,
work
it's
so
bad,
well though. So now we're gonna go up there, hand in our fastest time slips for the day.
and do this.
Don't f***ing break my car, mate.
Solid, it's a Getzy.
Later on, there's going to be a bit of a presentation thing that's going to show exactly where we are in the grand scheme of things. I don't think I'm going to be dead last on the first day.
No, I think you're
I'm
doing
pretty
quite well.
confident that I'm going to be at least one off the bottom. So we'll go hand these in and we'll touch base again shortly.
We good?
Yeah, we're all right.
We good, we going.
This time when Jake and friends, we ate big snitties.
No, we didn't sign off the video from yesterday at all. We kind of just made it to a certain point of the day and then gave up. Or actually, in the night. I had plans on filming the points board and stuff like that. So far, in the AT class, which is the Unlimited Outlaw top class, I'm what, 15th? 16th?
Out of 16.
Yes. My plan of not coming last in this class, I reckon I'm going to achieve it if I can do one pass tomorrow.
The trick for you, I think, is consistency.
Longevity.
If you can
Not
consistently...
even consistently, I can run whatever I want.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
if you
long
can
as I-
consistently do passes.
Yeah. So actually, come to think of it, what did you go yesterday?
I went 583, 120. We've set the car to run Radio Rockers, 580 class. Come out here, 580s.
It's doing its thing.
It is, but I wish I had a nice box because it's boring.
It's pretty cool having an all-night box, Nick. I'm not
It's
gonna
really
lie.
boring, but like you go fast and it's cool, but it's also it would be more fun if he had his Crusader done.
If we had have either committed to 2 shit boxes or 2 fast cars, it would have been a lot better than 1 fast car, 1 shit. We learnt this last year. It didn't work.
But this is the last hurrah for the Lexus and the reason it's still here. Otherwise, it'd probably be at my place right now, pulling the motor out of it.
I'm going to spread this out across probably the next 3 weeks. So like and subscribe to watch it. And if you set this up into a playlist, it's going to continue on to the very next day.